Hi, I'm Irving, and I'm an Adamaniac. When we last saw Batman and Robin, they were tied to poles while the Archer and his men were about to run them through with lances. This is what the Archer calls a fair duel. Fair for who?
There's no way out, Batman.
It's always darkest before the dawn, Robin. And since we're at the very bottom, there's no place to go but up.
I see doing a movie over the summer didn't dampen Batman's flair for cliches and platitudes. Does he plan to do anything?
The bat springs. Now.
Springs in their boots. No, not springs. Bat springs. Here we go again. Only my fill-in-the-blank can save us now. But that's not the part I'm having the hardest time with. Robin knew they have these things. It wouldn't occur to him to use them. A summer off didn't make Robin any brighter either. But what happens if one of them accidentally bumps his heels together? Does he just go flying off through the air somewhere? Seems like it'd be hard to walk in those things. Apparently, that one charge was all the Archer had in his bag of tricks, because even though Batman and Robin's hands are still tied, he decides to continue his attack with a war of words. You thought those sounds only happen in cartoons. That's because you've never heard bat springs.
We've got your number, Archer.
Impossible, my dear Sheriff of Gotham. My number's unlisted. Marilyn, push the chair button. It's broken.
I can't help wondering if she did that on purpose.
Thou hast destroyed my audience. Thou hast smashed my ego-making machine asunder and rendered me helpless. Come on.
He can't continue without his audience. This guy's ego is flimsier than you-know-whose. They untie Alfred and regroup. The next move, a visit to Alan A. Dale.
I like that cape, Batman. Very chic. Wash and wear?
We're not here to discuss my wardrobe, Mr. Dale.
I really hope Batman is going to get a chance to batarang that guy. They confront him with the fact that Bruce Wayne has no idea that Dale is managing all of the money for this $10 million giveaway. He brushes it off.
He doesn't know that I'm in charge of the Foundation's money. Of course he does. He's a rather dull chap, but he's not that stupid.
At the very least, I see a change of career for him. They ask him about the money.
There'll be no problem. Confidentially, it's coming in directly from the government printing plant at the Mint.
First, that's not how it works. Second, paper money is made at the Bureau of Engraving and Printing, not the Mint. The Mint only makes coins. Third, listening to this guy makes me feel like I need a shower. But wait a minute. If that money isn't here yet, if it's still being printed, what was all that cash the Archer stole from Wayne Manor at the beginning of Part 1? They pretty well indicated that that was the $10 million that the Foundation is distributing. He says it's being delivered directly to him, but he won't tell them when or where without a reference from Bruce Wayne. Batman warns him about how vulnerable that much cash is, and he says our security can handle it. With that, the conversation is over.
As I said, he came to the Wayne Foundation, highly recommended. Fair is fair, Robin. No man's honesty should be suspect without good and clear cause.
Well, let's see. He's totally evasive. He argues with everything you say. He just insulted his boss and indicated that Bruce Wayne isn't competent to manage his own affairs. He treats Batman like an inconvenience. He adores the Archer. And his name just happens to match one of Robin Hood's men, while you have a pseudo-Robin Hood running around the countryside. Yep, nothing suspicious there. Guess I'll move along.
I really gotta hand it to you, Archer. Hiding us out here in the basement at police headquarters really was a great idea.
Knowing this police department, I'm not even a little bit surprised. While Archer muses about what to do next, there's a knock at the door.
Who goeth there? Speak it now or forevermore hold thy tongue.
If you're surprised, I'm afraid there's little hope for you. He warns Archer that Batman and Robin are on the trail, then gives us the exposition that we already figured out a whole episode ago.
I speak of, as we say on Madison Avenue, about our gentleman's agreement, Archer. I was to alert you to the location of the money, and you were to cut me in. Try that on for size.
It fitteth.
Gee, who could have foreseen that he'd be crooked, just because he talks like Snidely Whiplash on Valium? Be sure to walk away and leave the money unguarded.
Brilliant, sire, brilliant.
Excellent, my liege.
Just a little device I built in my spare time at the prison machine shop.
He built a device that bends arrows so they don't fly right. Better get a patent on that, quick.
So all right already.
You're gonna break your arm.
Patting yourself on the back.
I'll deal with you anon. All right. Calculate the trajectory, mon fusiliers.
Yes, my liege.
Draw. 1, 2, 3.
Somebody's stealing the money.
I know.
He's been taking detective lessons from Batman.
For Pete's sake, whoever it was didn't take any of the money. It looks like they jumbled it around, but they didn't even steal a bag.
Check the bags, genius. You may find out there's a reason why they're jumbled around. Other than the explosion that blew the door off, but somehow didn't damage any of the money. At Wayne Manor, Bruce takes a call from Commissioner Gordon. He says, yes, I'll be there for the ceremony to give the money. Gordon says, good, because Batman and Robin will also be there, and I'm sure you'll want to meet them. Bruce quietly says, oh, crap.
Alfred?
What's up, Bruce?
You got trouble?
Trouble.
Real trouble right here in Gotham City, but I've got an idea. Alfred, meet us in the Batcave. To the Batholes.
Alfred is the unsung hero of every incarnation of Batman, I think. We established in the movie that there's a switch for changing their costumes. This one reverses Bruce's change. Does Dick have one too, or does he always get stuck with the shorts and Peter Pan boots?
Aren't you getting dressed for work?
No, not this time, Robin. I have to attend an official function as Bruce Wayne, and Batman is supposed to be there, too.
How can I be of service, sir?
We're trying to figure out how Batman and Bruce Wayne can be in the same place at the same time.
We need you to build us a bat cloning machine at once.
A naughty problem, sir, if I may say so.
There's a solution, Alfred. But you'll have to change your clothes.
My clothes, sir?
I wonder what he has in mind.
I pray our deception succeeds, Master Robin.
Just puff up your chest and look virile, Alfred.
As Gordon joins Bruce Wayne and Alan A. Dale, things get started.
Who is that doing the honor?
Mr. Marshal Rowland, Gotham City Commissioner in charge of poor people.
They have a commissioner in charge of poor people. What does he do?
An old fraternity brother of mine, GCU.
Look, they're about to start.
My fellow citizens of Gotham City, it is not often a person gets to preside at such an auspicious occasion. Due to the gracious generosity of the Wayne Foundation, we are here today to carry on the work of that fine organization.
Hear, hear. I do so wish he'd get on with it.
For once, I'm with you, Slimeball.
Sounds as if he's electioneering for governor.
He's already been governor.
The former governor wraps up his speech and starts calling people up to receive a $100 bill each.
In reverse alphabetical order, will Mr. Zoltan Zorba please step forward?
That's great. Go ahead. Get up there.
Let's put the poor people on display so we can all pat ourselves on the back now.
Looks like it's going smoothly, Alfred.
Washington grabbed the wrong powdered wig that day.
Hey, what are you trying to pull here? This bill is counterfeit. They're trying to hoodwink us. What kind of phony deal are you trying to pull?
The crowd starts getting rowdy. Commissioner Gordon calls Batman and Robin down while Bruce takes off, ostensibly to see if his insurance covers this loss.
I thought you'd be changed by now, Bruce.
Changed into what? Where would he keep all the bat gear in that suit?
There's no time for that now, Robin. We'll have to do it another way.
Just speak into this, Alfred. I've already preset the bat speech imitator so that my own voice will come out.
Splendid. It'll help hide my mustache.
Good thinking, Alfred. You're on your own now, old chap.
Bruce goes back with the others to keep up appearances, and Alfred goes into his act.
Yes, Commissioner, what's wrong?
That infernal Archer has outwitted us. The money is counterfeit.
Holy deviltry!
Nobody thought to look at the money while they were getting ready to distribute it. How many hands did those bills pass through and nobody noticed the picture? Everyone in Gotham is an idiot.
Say, Batman, are you all right?
I have a bit of a cold, Commissioner Gordon. I thought it might be infectious.
It also gave me a slight English accent, but you won't notice.
I don't want anyone to catch it.
Say, Boy Wonder, Batman looks a little thinner these days. Is he all right?
Except for the cold, he's fine.
Well, tell him to get some relaxation and make sure to eat all his vegetables.
I'll tell him, sir.
Don't look at me. There's no way I can top that.
That swaggering churl and his gutter snipes make good their threat. This'll probably mean my job.
You're talking to your boss. Why don't you ask him?
I'm sure Batman and Robin will get them.
Oh, I fear those piratical desperados have already unbuckled their swashes and fled Gotham City. Arrivederci, Mr. Wayne.
You're leaving?
I'm in out of Fire Cove for a bit of the bounding main. Allow me to offer you my hearty hand clasp. Keep in touch, won't you?
Ew, it's probably like shaking hands with Voldemort.
You can be sure you'll hear from me.
I wonder if Batman just figured it out. In the Batcave, they used some extensive Batman logic to reach the conclusion that the Archer is going to take the cash to Switzerland, where he can put it in a numbered account until heat dies down. Alan A. Dale is off to do some sailing in the direction of Europe. They put two and two together and come up with it's time to take the Batmobile to the Batboat.
Officer, I don't understand this. How come Batman gets away with driving so fast, cutting around corners, going through lights? Why, if I did that, I'd be in jail the rest of my life.
Batman is a duly deputized, and if he is not pursuing a dangerous criminal, he drives more safely than any motorist I've ever seen. In his off hours, he lectures on traffic safety to driving classes all over Gotham City. No, ma'am. If ever you see Batman driving speedily, you can be sure that he is endangering his life to protect yours and mine.
He fixed the Archer's applause machine. As the Batboat races out to catch up with him, Archer is doing his best Captain Peach Fuzz impression.
Now heed this! Scrape the barnacles, pump the bills, me scurvy crew, then heartily to my say!
Don't forget to tote that crate and lift that bale.
Mr. Archer, thou speakest? I'm getting seasick already.
And we've not yet left port.
You'll all be more than seasick by the time we get through with you.
Avast, me hearties. Draw thy bows.
Quick, Robin, the bat shield.
Fire one! Fire two!
Where does he keep that thing? Archer and his men switch to plastic swords.
Abandon bows. Take to the shore.
Don't let them get away, fellows. Slice them into small pieces.
I thunder thee will walk the plank yet.
Holy Blackbeard!
Carve 'em up, swabbies, or thee will all hang from the yardarm.
That, of course, triggers the big fight scene.
Hey, you guys.
I doff my cowl to you, Maid Marilyn.
Isn't loyalty a wonderful thing? I know that's supposed to look like an old English version of clang, but according to English rules, it would actually be pronounced clange. That's a word that means a clan of flanges. Since the others are disarmed, Batman and Robin toss their swords away and finish things the old-fashioned way.
Hey, too, Bruce.
In the epilogue, Bruce and Dick are working on their archery. I wonder what gave them that idea. Alfred joins them.
But if I may, I'd like to show you how we used to do it in merry old England.
We could use a few pointers, Alfred.
And now, Master Dick, if you'll do the honors, I'll show you that my nickname of William Tell was no jest.
I'd rather not, Alfred. Not that I don't trust you or anything.
It's not that I don't trust you. Wait, yes it is.
Oh.
Dick is right, Alfred. We shouldn't take any unnecessary chances.
Oh, very well, sir.
Here, I'll put it on the target for you.
Oh, thank you, Master Dick. Yeah. You must be very careful. Draw the bow back very, very slowly until you reach the desired degree of tension on your bowstring. And then,
okay,
sight the target in this manner and release very smoothly like this.
Right between the eyes.
You were saying?
Alfred suddenly has something else he needs to do. We all get a chuckle and head to the credits. We're off to a good start. We had a fairly strong, if weird, villain, pulled just the right gadgets out of our butts, and had a major star as our guest villain. Art Carney did an excellent job with a character that's actually fairly complex. Maid Marilyn reminds him at one point that they come from the same neighborhood. He knows he's not Robin Hood or some other character. He knows who he is. He does this because he wants to, and he tries to speak the old English style because he likes it. He's not demented like King Tut. He's not a homicidal maniac like the Joker. He's a guy who decided to become a criminal, and this is his shtick. I don't know too many actors who could pull off just the right balance of sane and over the top, but Art Carney did it. The Gotham police are their usual competent selves, not even bothering to look in the money bags after the attempted robbery. A lot of things broke down for me at that point because I cannot believe that none of those people even bothered to pick up a brand new bill to see what it felt like. That's a thing people do, and when you do, you look at it. And if George seems to be wearing a Robin Hood hat, it gets your attention. That's my only real gripe. Everything else is just as delightful and excessive as it was in the first season. I think it's going to be a good year. I'm Irving, and I'm an Adamaniac.